So here's an example of one that's going to be a little bit more difficult to do. So the first term is negative 10. I'm going to write this down. So u1 equals negative 10, and u7 equals negative 1. All right, so now what I have to be able to do is I've got to be able to take this information and figure out the common difference. I can use this formula right here. There's other ways to do this, but I think the easiest way is to just take this formula and put in what I know. Okay, I know un, that's going to be u7, and I know u1, all right? And then what's going to happen is I'm going to know n is going to be 7 because that has to be the same. So u7 is negative 1, all right? That's u7, so that's going in for un. u1 is negative 10 plus, and then this is the key right here. This number right here is u7. So that means n is 7. So 7 minus 1 times d. Okay, and that is the key right here. This understanding that that is 7. Okay, and so what we have to do with that is we just do algebra now. So this is going to become negative 1 equals negative 10 plus 6d. You cannot do negative 10 plus 6 because that's going to be the wrong order of operations. So this is an equation. I'm solving for d. So I'm going to add 10. And then I'm going to get 9 equals 6d. And I'm going to divide by 6. And I'm going to get d equals. Now, I can divide that. It's going to give me a fraction. Or, sorry, it's going to give me a repeating. Sorry, that's not the right thing. No, it's not going to give me a repeating decimal. Sorry, it's going to give me 1.5. Okay, if it gives you a repeating decimal, then you want to make sure that you do not use that repeating decimal. You're going to want to turn it into a fraction. Okay, and then how you do that is you hit the math button, and then there's an option to say it says frac, and you do that, and it'll turn it back into a fraction. Okay, you also have the option of just saying 9/6. That'll be fine too. All right, but the d is 1.5. Then it says find the 15th term of the sequence. All right, so now the issue is I got to go back to the beginning to this formula. It wants me to find the 15th, so it wants me to find u15. And that's going to be u1, which is still negative 10. That didn't change. The n is now 15, so I'm finding the 15th term. And now the d is 1.5, because I just figured that out in this first step over here. All right, and this is where the IB likes to kind of get tricky with these questions, and they don't just ask an incredibly straightforward question. They make you do a little bit of thinking to pull the difference out of there. And like I said, there's other ways that you can find that difference that if you think they're easy, if you cover one, you think it's easier, just double check it with me and make sure that that it works. So I've got negative 10 plus 15 minus 1 times 1.5 is 11. All right.